Hey, it's another episode of a crazy little thing called Lovdev. Yeah, today's episode is 133. Burst your bubble. Hope everything is good on your ends. I had a fantastic wedding celebration. I told you guys earlier on that I had a wedding in the last one. It was lovely. It was a nice venue. Everything went well. Everything was sweet. We just had a good time. It was just nice to be around family and friends again, having a laugh, having a dance. It was fantastic. The venue wedding was beautiful. The Grand Station in Wolverhampton, it's an old train station that's been converted into a venue now. So they have like weddings, ceremonies, parties, you name it, even like work dues. They have everything in this old venue. So this actual station was an operating train station which opened in 1854. And it was nice to see it restored and being put to use. It's literally right opposite the Wolverhampton train track right now. It was nice to see that. I'd never been to the venue. It was lovely. And I was quite like they kept everything as it was. So you walk in, you think, oh, yeah, it does look like a train station, but it's modern and it's old, if you know what I mean. So inside they've still got the old steel, what do you call those things on the roof? Steel brackets. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you know what I mean. So that was in Wolverhampton. I have been well. Otherwise, my gout. Well, you know, you guys, I got gout, right? Sometimes I feel like it's coming back. I really don't know what's wrong with me medically. I mean, I don't even drink any more alcohol, so it's not like it's because of that. My diet is okay. Maybe I just need to keep the fluids going into my body. That's probably what it is, isn't it? The UK has gone a little bit crazy today. As I'm recording this podcast, I went on my Facebook, and everyone is waiting in a queue. Now, one thing about us Brits, we do not like to wait in a queue. We were just born like that in England. It's just a UK thing, man. I don't know if it's like that in the US. It probably is, or other countries. But in the UK, we hate queues. We just don't, we can't do it. We can't handle it. Even if the queue is online, yeah. If you're waiting in a queue and you're online, say you're purchasing tickets, for instance, which everyone is currently doing right now, as I'm recording this episode, in the UK, people are queuing up. And you're probably wondering, why are they queuing up? Everyone knows. If you're in the UK, you already know the answers to this. If you're outside the UK, you probably don't know this. There's a band in the UK. You've probably heard of them. They're called Oasis. They're an English rock band. They are from Manchester. They were formed in 1991 by the brothers, who are the lead vocals and guitarists, Liam and Paul. There's also Tony McCarroll, Noel Gallagher. The main ones are Noel Gallagher and Liam Gallagher, who are obviously brothers because they both got the same surname. I think they both had a tiff, though. I'm sure they both fell out. I might be wrong about this. I'm not really into Oasis. I listen to their songs, do you know what I mean? If it's on the radio, it comes up. I'll listen to it. I won't go, put the next station on. I will listen to the song. Those of you who are not in the UK, you probably already know who Oasis are. They're the ones who sing, "You're my Wonderwall." Yeah, that one. So they are all basically they're back. I think they've run out of money. This is what happens to big bands and artists who you don't hear from in ages. They probably just get together and go, "We ain't got no money, man. What we gonna do?" How about a comeback tour? Yeah, we can do that. Let's do a comeback tour. So they've come back now, and their tickets are on sale right now, and everyone's going mad because there's like loads of people in front of them. There's like 3,000, probably plus 30,000, maybe 36,000. let's just say people are waiting loads just to get tickets, man. All I would say is just watch it on the telly, innit? Because Netflix will probably cover it. They'll probably film it as well. I wouldn't be surprised. If it ain't Netflix, it'll be Hulu or someone similar to that. Amazon, maybe. And you just watch it on there, innit? But I suppose if it is a big artist, you'd want to go. Now, if Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G., Christopher Wallace, rest in peace, if he was still around, I would be one of them people. I would want to go. I'll be waiting. I won't even go to bed. I'll just stay awake all night, and then I'll be at my computer, and then as soon as they open up, I'll try and get on the first one. I'd have everything open on it. I'd have my PC, my tablet, my phone, and maybe even the kids' phones. Just get everyone on now. Get on now, and then see who jumps the queue and gets the tickets. So in a way, I don't blame them, but they probably have ran out of money, as I said. That's what artists do, don't they? Oh yeah, we're gonna come back. I remember seeing Take That, and I didn't even mean to go. When I was working on the radio station, I got to see Take That, and I was in the VIP it's a place called the NEC in Birmingham, and they had a VIP lounge, which they just, funny enough, opened up on that actual tour date of Take That. I weren't even interested, man. I'll tell you what I did see. I saw Rick Astley. He was brilliant. All right, folks. It's been a while since I've done a No Stupid Questions, so I thought, why not go straight into it and do one? Funny enough, this No Stupid Question, I'm actually writing material on it at the moment. It's not. It's related to the question, basically. Well, I'm going to read. Let's just read today's No Stupid Question, which has been put up by Average Joe. Average Joe has asked the question, the No Stupid Question, should I say? How are emojis read off to a jury in court? Do they read emojis? Now, I'm guessing he's talking about cases that involve, say, a mobile phone, probably, or some kind of, I was going to say cyber attack, but I mean bullying, like cyber bullying, that's the word. Yeah. Do they actually read them off and say, like, oh, we put a sad face next to this comment, but he was actually lying? So my material, actually, let's answer the question and I'll tell you about the material I'm kind of writing about. How are the emojis read off in a court? He's put down, I was thinking about this, and emojis have to come up in courtrooms a lot. What does a prosecutor do when they come across something like about to commit tax evasion? Emoji faces are tongues out, money with a tongue out, devil sign, aubergine, peach, and then a splash. So I'm guessing what he's basically saying is he's going to get load of money. He's going to get, he's going to have an happy ending. Do they do that in court? They probably do read out these emoji faces. That's an interesting one, You might have actually gave me an angle on writing about emojis. Thank you, Average Joe. I've got a feeling they probably do, or do they show it like on a TV screen? So do they show the text, the actual text that was sent out, and then with the emojis? So everyone can see the emojis and they kind of go, happy face, aubergine, peach, splash of water. Is that what they do? I've got a feeling they have to, in a way, probably. Or they don't, maybe. I don't know, man. I've never seen it in a court case. I mean, I've been into court. They do show images or graphic reconstructions. I've been to very serious cases. They don't show the actual murder victim on the floor. They'll show pictures of how it computer AI generated, let's say, without the blood and gore on it. Emojis. But right, this what I'm gonna tell you now, right? I know I'm going off topic now, but so I'm writing about emojis and how we all use them too much now and we rely on them, and sometimes we can actually lie with the emoji. So that emoji, we could be lying, like we put down, oh, here's a like button, well done. Really, inside we're thinking, oh, we hate you, mate. I really absolutely hate you. I'm just putting that up just to show that I've got involved with all the other 300 friends that don't really care about you. So that's basically what I'm writing on, because I think it's it's an interesting subject. But as in court cases, I don't know. In the UK, do we do that? I'm not sure. We probably do, to be honest, because it's all evidence. I'm guessing if you're looking at an evidence-based, that's what people do. I've got a feeling drug dealers do that. So when they get new drugs coming, I don't know this for fact, but I think it does happen. They will send emojis, certain emojis, to say, I've got stuff, come and get it. Not to give it away. And people obviously have already worked out this is their tactic, this is how they work. So maybe they do read off emojis in a court case. Do they comment on what each face is? I'm sure the judge probably already knows. But does the jury know? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Average Joe has said, do they say the name of each individual emoji? They probably do, mate. And then do they interpret what the actual emoji means? Rather than, so let's just say aubergine. He's put down an aubergine. Everyone knows what that is. Yes, it's a male genital area. So does he actually say that? He's put up an aubergine. He's a fan of aubergines, but he's actually talking about a man's thingy-me-bob. I got a feeling they do. Or do they let them speak for themselves, he says, by showing the image? That is funny, mate. I do like this question. It's a very good question. It's a very good, no stupid question. It's actually not a stupid question. That's what I think. I'm going to read a couple of comments because I don't know the answer to this. So someone's put down, they can do whichever of those they think will be useful. Often, what they do is they put the image up and then have the witness explain to the jury by what they mean. Something like this. Prosecutor, after the exclamation point, what did you see in this text? The witness says, those are emojis. Prosecutor, what do they mean? The witness says, the first one is an excited smile. The next one is a smile with a $sign. Then a devil. Then an eggplant. Then a peach. Then drops of water. And then the prosecutor says, what did you take that string of emojis to mean when you saw it? Etc. I suppose the comment about to commit tax evasion obviously gives it away, doesn't it? If you're saying you're gonna get away with tax evasion, then you more or less you don't really need the emojis, do you? I don't know. I've got to Google this. I'm going to Google this to see if they actually do it in court. Let's find out. And the answer is yes, they do. They do it. I put it in the Google, and then there was loads of articles on it, and I thought, I can't read all that. There's too much information. Let's just ask AI, because he's taking over the world anyway. And AI said, yes, it is a growing trend. The use of emojis in legal contexts have become increasingly common, particularly in cases involving digital communication, such as text messages, social media. Here are some key points regarding how emojis are interpreted in court. The context matters. Judges and juries often consider the context in which an emoji was used to understand its meaning. So some courts have started to establish precedents on how emojis should be interpreted and what complex emotions and intentions they have. It is now evidence-based. Emojis can be presented in a court case of a harassment and defamation. In some cases, legal experts may be called to explain the typical meaning of certain emojis, and interpretations can vary across cultures and contexts. So basically, yes, they do. It's got so bad, actually, they probably have experts in emojis now. You know how they have experts on people who are lying? If they're lying, they can tell without even using a lie detector. They probably got emoji experts now. But I really enjoyed that. That was a very good question. Funny enough, I have got one joke about emojis. It's kind of a callback to a previous one-liner that I do. I'm not going to do it now. I did it the other night, funny enough, where was I? I was in a place called Lie, which is near Stourbridge. It's a music venue, and it's for a promoter who's come back on the circuit. He's trying to start doing his, running gigs and nights for Can Comedy, that was. And he said to me, "You've been here before, but it had a different name. So now it's called Steam Yard now, but I believe it used to be called Sadler's." And I was there, and I was thinking about that joke, funny enough. Because I'm writing about emojis, I was like, oh yeah, I've actually got a one-liner about emojis. I did it, and it was great. It was great to bring that back. I did a bit of new stuff. I've got a couple of new one-liners that I'm actually enjoying and some stories. So comedy's going great. I'm talking to you guys, and I'm trying to think of what to say. But I've got two spiders staring at me. If you don't like spiders, you would not be in this room right now. It looks like it's the mum of a spider, and there's another spider in front of it, and it's only a little tiny one. So has she had babies, and how many babies has this spider had? I don't know. Maybe I need to ask through an emoji. It's an absolute mess, folks. I'll tell you what, one of my neighbours is getting I know I talk about my neighbours a lot, don't I? You know you can get insulation now outside your house. They stick up this foam stuff. Some of you probably know this. They cover your house with this foam. And my neighbour, my next door neighbour, she's getting it done. Nothing wrong with that. She's entitled to have it done. But the guys that are doing it, they're making a right mess, man. These little foam things, right? Obviously, foam is made out of these tiny, tiny little balls, which is foam plastic. I don't know. But yeah, it's probably some kind of form of plastic. But anyway, that stuff just goes everywhere. Honestly, it's all over my garden, right? There's bits of foam everywhere. All out the side of my front of my house as well. Back on the front, all over my car, all over my windows. Yesterday, I had to clean it all up, and I was thinking, these guys should be cleaning it, really, not me. They're doing a job for someone else. But if you're making a mess on one of the neighbours' sides, you need to clean that up, mate. You can't just leave it like that. And I don't even know what they're doing. And someone said to me, "Nah, you shouldn't have foam in your house. You shouldn't have insulation. It gives you mould, gives you damp." But I don't want to tell my neighbour that because she's lovely. And it's her choice, do you know what I mean? Saying that, one of my other neighbours, I know I talk about my neighbours a lot, he's a gas man. He was chatting to me for ages while I was washing the car. And he said, "Oh, that's a good thing, that is. That's really good, that is, what they're doing, getting that insulation stuff done." I said to him, "I thought it gets mould." He said, "Nah, it doesn't." He said, "It's good. It's good. Or you just got to make sure there's plenty of ventilation going through the foam." I thought, all right, then, fair enough. Well, if I got the money, maybe I'll do it. Who knows? I don't even know why I mentioned that, but suppose it was something to talk about, innit? Here's one I haven't done in ages. I haven't done this.
Ask the UK.
Ask the UK. I haven't done that.
Ask the UK.
Yeah, that my finger just pressed on it by accident. Oh, God, stop it. Might as well just let that play. I can't get it. I've got sausage fingers. You folks know that already. I've told you thousands of times. What was trying to say to you. I haven't done Ask the UK question in ages. This one is another, it's a weird one. If anything, this should be a no stupid question, but it's in the UK forum, and I'm going to do it. Because I don't know. This question is actually quite funny. I really like it. I don't know why. Maybe because it's a bit morbid. It is death related. Yeah. Anyway, it's been put up by Lower Ad. Lower Ad has asked the question, that asked the UK question. If you die with your braces, do they take them off? If you die with your braces, oh my God, do they take them off? Do you know, I've never thought of this. There's another one I never thought of. Do they take them off? That's a very good question, man. It's because I'm trying to think. Imagine you've got braces and you've had braces all your life. For some reason, they've just stayed on your teeth since you were not born, but because that would be weird, isn't it? If you was born with braces, that would be very strange. But yeah, anyway, you got braces. It's like a feature, isn't it? It's like everyone knows you for a certain thing. Say for me, for instance, I don't think people know me like that, but they will recognise me because of my streak in my hair, my little Malin streak. So I think, yeah, man, like if you had braces and you died, would you want them off? It's a bit like an organ donor, isn't it? Do the braces stay on your teeth, or do they take them off and give them to someone else who needs them? I mean, you're dead anyway, so there's no point you having them. It's not like you can chew, or your teeth are going to keep growing and disforming. And is that what braces are, aren't they? They're supposed to keep your teeth in shape and grow in a certain way. Is that right? I don't know. Or does it keep them together because of the gaps? I've never had braces. I've never had a family member who's had braces, so I don't know in that respect. But my thing is, if you died with them, they'll probably leave them on. I don't. It's a hard one for me to answer this. They probably do take them off, innit? To make you look nice, man. Because if you wanted to smile in your coffin and you can just see your teeth, you'd make everyone laugh, innit? Mind you, I'd probably leave mine on then. I'll say leave my braces. Just make sure I got a massive smile and everyone can laugh when they look at my face. Anyway, I'll read the rest of it. So Lower Ad said, it's very random, but if you die and you have braces, do they take them off? Or would it be the coroner, or do they have someone else come in to do it? He's put down things that keep me up at night. I mean, it could be a girl, but yeah. It's a great question, though. I really like it. Someone has responded to it by, I think they'd have to take them off, otherwise I wouldn't be able to get my trousers off. That's funny, mate. Another one has put down, imagine being a ghost with braces, looking like a nerd for all eternity. Maybe that's why you'd come back as a ghost. Your unfinished business is with the orthodontist. People are not even responding. They're just writing jokes on it. That's funny, man. Oh, here's a great one. I've just thought of a joke. Oh, it's not a joke. How about I got visited by the tooth fairy, but she didn't take me tooth because I had me braces on. Making myself laugh. I don't even know if that's a joke. I'm going to have to listen back to that and try it again. Oh, God, man. God, I love comedy. I love recording this thing, don't I? I do. So, anyway, it's the answer to That's the UK. I really don't know, mate. I don't even want to ask AI, but I'm going to. I'm going to do it right now as I'm recording this. Why not? I'll put it into AI. Let's see what it comes up. Braces and legal procedures. When an individual passes away while wearing braces, several factors come into play. Regarding whether the braces are removed, there's some key points we need to consider. Okay? In general, braces may be removed if deemed necessary or appropriate by the healthcare professional, but this varies based on individual circumstances, guidelines from the orthodontist, and cultural practices. Oh, okay, so it depends if it's a cultural thing, like, I don't know, your religion says you can't remove a body part. It's like Jehovah's Witnesses, there we go. They're not allowed to do it. They're not allowed to give blood, are they? So if they had braces on their teeth, maybe they can't give it because it's part of their body now. I think I've solved the question to the answer. Oh my God, this is so funny. I can't believe how much time has gone on the podcast. That's unbelievable. And I was thinking to myself, what am I going to talk about? I've talked about loads of stuff. Do you know what? As we're coming near to the end of the podcast, you know how I do this. You guys know. I'm going to end it with a weird news story. Let's see what today's is. I had so many to choose from, but here is today's weird news. Bubble pirate sighted for liquid littering after blowing bubbles in a car park. So this has been called the Bubble Pirate, who's basically got fined for littering. I don't know why I do this half the time. San Diego KGTV, a man well known for making bubbles for children in local parks, had his bubble burst on Saturday by park rangers. Sandy Snagberg, shout out to Sandy Snackenberg. He's known as the Bubble Pirate, says he's been blowing bubbles in the park for years. The homeless, disabled veteran lives out of his van where he creates his bubble solution. He says he's never been ticketed for blowing bubbles before. Snackenberg shared a video with ABC 10 News showing him blowing bubbles in the grass at La Jolla Cove when park rangers approached him. The video shows the rangers approaching this Snaggenberg, telling him there had been multiple complaints against him and that the bubble solution leaving his presence continues littering. He probably got done by Stop Oil protesters, probably. The city of San Diego confirmed with ABC News that it has been received complaints about Snackenberg and the amount of his bubble solution residue landing in the grass after they have popped. A city spokesman issued a statement saying Snackenberg uses up to 6 gallons of solution each time he blows bubbles. He's making kids happy. What's wrong with you? In this instance, park rangers attempted to educate the individual numerous times that the residual substance from the bubbles are a violation of the city's municipal code as it relates to littering. The individual uses up to 6 gallons of liquid a day with the residue of chemicals ending up in the lawn areas. Basically, it causes damage to the grass after witnesses say numerous violations and receiving complaints from other park users. Rangers have issued the lowest level citation available. By the way, this is in America, if you don't know. Snackenberg disputes this claim, saying that he uses all food-grade ingredients, does not use 6 gallons of solution, and does not kill the grass. This man is standing up for his rights. Snackenberg says he has 6-gallon jugs of the solution, but the majority of it does not end up on the grass. However, he says mixture has 25:1 ratio. When I do all of my ingredients, I always look at food grade first, non-toxic, because safety is my utmost concern, he said. Snackenberg adds his bubble business is a registered non-profit and it's his livelihood. The man's not making no money on the back of this. He's there to make kids happy, and then these lot come around and said, you can't do that, you're killing the grass. He's probably not. If anything, he's probably just making it a bit wet. If that was the case, then just ban bubbles. Completely ban them. Do you know what I mean? Might as well. Anyway, he says he has no plans to stop blowing bubbles. Good on you, Snackenberg. He said, I'm a bubbleologist. I've dedicated myself to doing what I do. The city says he can't say definitely the Snackenberg is killing the grass. So why are you saying, oh God, doesn't make sense, said it. You're killing the grass, but we don't know if you are. That's what they're saying. But added the amount of chemical spilling mixed with the soap is liquid waste and bad for the grass. Still, the city said in a statement in San Diego, values the right of community members to engage expression. This doesn't require those engaging in these activities to do so in accordance with other city codes and regulations, including those related to littering and disposal of waste. Basically, they're trying to stop this dude who blows bubbles, and he's like, nah, mate, not having it. You ain't doing that to me. Well, there you go, then. That was today's weird news story, and that was today's episode. I've enjoyed recording it. It's time for me to say bye-bye. If you enjoyed this podcast, make sure you share it with your friends.